minute. This is your page. Hold on. I didn't see it. Oh, okay. Let's see. I didn't see it. All right, Shalom, Yasharala. Give infinite honors to my Heavenly Father, my great King, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Harakakadash. Double honors to my elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone. And salutation to my fellow laborers in the Mashak Yahweh Shai, pushing the blood true across the four winds. Shalom, one of you brothers. All right. On this clip, I got this war-torn city ambient playing, because this is what the cities are going to look like here in America. All right. This is what Fallujah looked like when America went over there and they city waste. This is what when they went over there to Libya, and Libya, this is what it looked like. And Hiroshima and Nagasaki look worse than this. All right. This is what America's going to look like in the coming days. And this is what we're supposed to be preparing our hearts for, to endure this type of melee, this type of destruction. Okay? The inhabitants of the land, they're not going to be ready for this type of hell that's going to come down on humanity. This is during the time of World War II. This is how France looked. All right? This is what the third world, this is a beautiful depiction of what the third world is going to make all of these great cities across the earth look like, man. And the only way you're going to be able to get through these troublesome times and endure these troublesome times, you're going to need Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? And in a place like this, there's no running water, there's no electricity, there's no economy that's running. There's no way you can go buy food, get clean water, get medical supplies. All right. It's just every man for himself. The king of the jungle. Means that only the strong survive. The law of the jungle is instituted. Look at this place, man. This is a beautiful wartime ambient, man. Ambience. All right. And I look at things like this and say, you gotta have your Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai with you, or you're gonna die of a famine. All right, look at this city, man. All right, there ain't gonna be no way you can go buy no food in a city that's war torn like that. There's no way you're gonna be able to get no running water. All right, you're gonna need Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai if you're in a city like this to bring hidden manna from heaven and feed you with angels, and you got hit a rock and have water to come out. That's the only way you can survive some shit like this. All right. Because this is what the Lord is about to bring upon everyone, okay? This is Ezekiel 12 and 19. And saying to the people of the land, thus saith Yahweh thy power of the inhabitants of Jerusalem and of the land of Yasharallah, they shall eat their bread with carefulness and drink their water with astonishment, all right? If you're in a place like this, man, you hearing bullets going off, bombs exploding, explosions everywhere to and fro. When you eating and drinking, man, you're gonna have your head on the swivel, man. All right, there ain't gonna be no party and bullshit when this this is instituted. And don't think this can't happen to this first world country, America. All right, once you have a civil war and you have people with the type of technologies that they have now, man, you're gonna have bombs going off everywhere, man. Okay, you're gonna have drones blowing shit up everywhere. All right, a city like Chicago, Miami, New York, they're gonna look like this. They're gonna look like this. They're gonna get fucked up like this before the missiles come, before the nukes come. All right. This is why we say we need salvation. This is why we need the Lord. This is why when you read the book of Daniel, he say Michael Allah is going to stand up for the elect of the nation of Yasharala, man. We're going to need an angelic celestial being to come deliver us out of this hell that's going to come, because this is what the fucking city is going to look like. This is what it's going to sound like. No running water, no food, no medical facilities. All right? This is going to be the judgment of the Lord. And it reads, they shall eat their bread with carefulness and drink their water with astonishment, that her land be desolate from all that is therein. All right? When the land is desolate, the economy is crashed. All right? The currency you use is worthless. All right? In a time like this, it's survival of the fittest. Okay? Because of the violence of all of them that dwell therein. And the violence is here. The Lord is going to bring this calamity on America because what they did to his elect. And the Lord is going to bring all of these calamities on the nation of Israel for transgressing his law. Though hand and join in hand, that the wicked will not go unpunished. So the wicked of our people and the wicked of the other nations are going to drink of the same cup. And this is their cup right here. This is a depiction. It's probably going to look worse than this, man. Okay, and the cities that are inhabited shall be laid waste. This is a city laid waste, man. This is a modern city laid waste. This is what's going to happen to Seattle, New Orleans, Miami. These are what these fucking cities are going to look like. All right, because it's written aforetime that it was going to happen. And guess what? It happened in the ancient world. All right, it happened in the ancient world when Nero burnt Rome, man. He burnt that bitch to a crisp, man. It's nothing new under the sun. The Lord always lay waste cities, man. That's how the Lord get down. All right? And he's going to lay these modern skyscrapers, these big-ass buildings with penthouses and all that. He's going to lay them waste, okay? He's going to destroy them, all right? And the cities that are inhabited shall be laid waste, and the land shall be desolate. Land be desolate. Look, ain't no way you could go pick no crops. Look at it. Look at this shit. If they did have a garden or something, it's destroyed. From the MRAPs, from the bullets, the strap, the what they call that shit, the strapples, the shit that blow up from the bombs and missiles, man. Life cannot thrive in a war-torn city like that, okay? And you shall know that I am Yahweh Shema Shai. We know, we believe, we know this is going to happen. This is why we go out and teach and preach week in and week out, and we be locked in with our brothers doing what is commanded of us. Because when this is ushered in, we want to be comforted. This is what the Lord means when he say, my servants shall eat, but they shall be hungry. You can't eat. Where you going to go eat something like that? If you come outside, like, look at this. If it do got some people that's alive in a bunker or they're in a cellar somewhere, all right, what happens if they come out? During this time, people are going to be so hungry, they're going to resort to cannibalism. If you show your face, somebody's going to knock your ass off. They're going to either look at you as spoil, or they're going to look at you as an enemy, okay? That's why he say, my servants shall eat, but they shall be hungry. During this time, if you in a city like that, there's no way you can get no food. But the Lord is going to comfort his servants, all right? No matter where they are, no matter if a man of the Lord is in this shit, hey, he's going to be taken care of. The Lord will send forth an angel like he did Elijah to come comfort him, to come feed him. He'll send a crow to bring him some food, all right? He'll tell him, look, smite this rock and water will come out that motherfucker, okay? And the word of the Lord came to me saying, son of man, what is that proverb that you have laid, Salaki, son of man, what is that proverb you have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? Tell them, therefore, thus saith Yahweh thy power, I will make this proverb to cease. You see? Because in America, you got these false prophets saying this gonna happen, prosperity, gospel bullshit. Oh, the Lord showed me the vision of your blessing, Clement. All right? Prophecy, Christian so-called prophets in America are vain. Nothing they say come to pass. But now we're living in a time what the Lord is about to tell Ezekiel. All right? He say he's going to stop that proverb from ceasing. All right, he's going to raise up some men that everything they say is going to come to pass. And they shall be no more used as a proverb in Israel. So he say the days are going to come where you're not going to have vain janglers prophesying from their own heart and their own belly, and nothing they say is going to come to pass, He said the time is about to come that I'm going to raise up men according to my own heart, and everything they say is going to come to pass, and it's going to come to pass speedily. Okay? But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. For there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. All right, so the Lord's doing away with T.D. Jakes, all these false prophets that prophesy bullshit, all right, that give you vain vision. For there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. For I am Yahweh. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, all right? So everything you see the elder apostles of Great Millstone and their fruit out here prophesying, it's about to come to pass. These cities are going to look like this, all right? They're not going to be no bridegrooms for these single women out here. All the single ladies, even the married ladies ain't going to have nobody, man. All right? We are prophesying this through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. It ain't going to be no man to till the ground. You know, you got the niggas that work for the city workers. They say you get a city job, you got a good job. All right? They ain't going to be working no more. All right? The shrubbery is going to be overgrown. All right? The buildings are going to be fake. The maintenance on the buildings is going to be fucked up. All right? The cities are going to look like this, man. Okay? And it reads, for I am Yahweh, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. And the Lord speaks through his servants, the prophets. You're not going to hear him with an audible voice call it, ha, ha, ha. Hey, I'm about to blow this up over there and tear this down over here. No, he speaks through his servants, the prophets. Okay? He say he will make his servants, the words in his servants' mouth fire and the people stubble. All right? That's how he speaks. Okay? And it reads, it shall be no more prolonged. So when the men of the Lord say something, it ain't going to be, wait for it, though it tarries, shouldn't come to pass. No, we about to see instant judgment in these coming days, okay? For in your days, O rebellious house, I will say the word and will perform it, saith Yahweh. And again, the word came to me saying, all right? So the Lord is about to make all these prophecies come to pass, man. All right? Hey, the Lord put the spirit on the elder apostle, beloved elder apostle Tahar to say, look, this is the year of Jacob's trouble. All right? So when you embrace that and see what the Lord put the spirit on him to do, this is what the fuck Jacob's trouble is going to look like. He said he's going to keep his servants from the hour of temptation. This is what the hour of temptation is going to look like. A war-torn city from one coast to the other coast, from one end of the earth to another end of the earth. No matter where you go, the judgment of the Lord is going to be there. All right? You ain't going to be able to run from this judgment, okay? Whatever city you are or wherever you're in the planet earth, this is during World War III. World War III will be global. All the nations that have nuclear capabilities and standing foot armies are going to participate in World War III. So the earth is going to be in a turmoil, no matter where you are, okay? This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 5. Thus saith Yahweh thy power, and evil and only evil, behold, is come. Look at this fucking ambient. That's evil right there. This is what the Lord said when he would bring evil on the city, man. All right? Ain't no life thriving there. Ain't nobody going to school. Ain't nobody going to work. The few people that are alive in these cities are somewhere hiding and hungry, starving. All right? This is what it means when the Lord say, I'm going to bring evil to a city. This is a visual depiction. Okay? And end is come. And the end is coming. The Lord is putting an end to the so-called white man's rulership, his democracy, his philosophies. All right, the way he got the world turned upside down. The Lord is putting an end to that shit, man. And everybody that follows suit and believe of a lie. All right, the Lord is getting rid of all of them. Okay, truth is spraying up, man. Infidelity is cut off, and this is how the Lord is going to cut it off: by destroying cities, by destroying continents, land masses, man. By bringing in great depth, all right? This is how he's going to cut the wicked off, man. Okay? The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come. The day of trouble is near, and not the sound again of the mountains, the nations, man. All right? This is the day of trouble. Cities just getting blown to smithereens, laid waste. All right? If you somewhere looking, you just see missiles coming, hitting buildings. Napalm blowing up over here. Boom! Pocket nukes blowing up over there. Boom! Drones just looking at places, blowing shit up, man. Laying the city waste. Where you don't see one inhabitant. All right? It's so fucked up, you don't even see people running and, nah, man, they underground are dead. This look like a city where the vast majority of the population is dead. All right? That's what the Lord say people, you're going to yearn to see another person. All right? In the book of 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, man. Everybody's dead. Fuck, he going to knock out whole cities, man. All right? This is the power that we fear and dread, El Shaddai, man. All right? This is why we do what we do. We know it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's here. It's no longer coming. It's basically here. All right? This is the book of 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. We'll start at verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Now look at this. All right. I'm gonna read this again. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. How the fuck you gonna eat in a place like that? If they had a bread store, it's blown up. If they have a grocery store, it's blown the fuck up. All right. The only way you can halfway eat, you got to get out of the city and try to go to wherever the wilderness at. All right, to get the fuck off grid. You ain't gonna make it. All right, you get somewhere. Anything that moves, somebody's gonna try to kill you. Okay. So if you stuck in a room or barricaded in a cellar somewhere, what you gonna do? You're gonna starve to death. All right. When you starve to death, your mind start playing tricks on you. If you got little children in there, you're gonna knock their asses off and eat them raw. You're not even gonna cook them. This is what the Lord said. When this is how a visual depiction of how people are gonna die by famine. All right, because the way America got its business and commerce set up, nobody got skills to go hunt. Nobody have skills to purify water. All right, nobody don't got skills in America. All right, once the infrastructure crashes, all right, everybody's dependent on Kroger, Walmart. Once you can't go to Kroger, Walmart, Costco, once you can't go to those places, what are you gonna do? People are gonna starve to death. This is why the Lord say, many shall die from famine. For many of them that dwell on the earth shall perish of famine. During the time of war, people starve to death and revert to cannibalism. Read 2 Kings, the 6th chapter. All right, those women killed their son and boiled them and ate them. And we read Deuteronomy 28 chapter, it's prophesied that the Lord said the enemy will besiege you in that city and you will eat your own flesh. Talking about you will eat the fruit of thy womb, man, your own children. All right, this has happened ancient time. Things written aforetime was written for our learning. It happened when the Assyrians besieged. It happened when the Romans besieged us in Masada. But they went in Masada, they went out like Ammon. All right, they were kamikaze around that motherfucker. They killed themselves because they didn't have wisdom to stabilize it. All right, the men of the Lord are gonna have wisdom to stabilize it. Ain't nobody gonna be doing no suicide. All right, the Lord is gonna comfort us no matter how grim or dire it looks. All right, we know the Lord is gonna be with us. Matthew the 28th chapter, our Lord say, "I will be with you until the end of the world." So no matter how grim and bad the end of the world is gonna look, the Lord is going to be with his servants. He said he would never leave us or forsake us, man. Okay, I'm going to skip down to verse 32. And it reads, 2nd Ezra 16 and 32, and the earth shall be laid waste. Yes, that's why I played this ambient. The earth is laid fucking waste on this motherfucker. And it could be worse, man. These buildings are still up. Esau could lay the whole mother motherfucker let or waste with his technology where not one brick is on top of another. All right. This is what it looks like when the Lord said the earth will be laid waste, man. The Lord is going to destroy these cities. All right. Especially Babylon, the glory of kingdoms. He's going to make this bitch look like a desert, man. All right. And the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel through. All right. The infrastructure is going to crash. The economy is going to crash. Your silver, your engineers are not going to work to go restore the buildings, restore the bridges, restore the buildings. Your city workers not going to come clean up the shit. All right. Nah. Once this bitch fall and all hell break loose, all right, the Lord is going to destroy, and they will not be able to rebuild. It will not be no destroy and rebuild. It's going to be destroyed utterly. All right. Verse 33, the virgin shall mourn. All right. All these silly women laden with sins, because there ain't no virgins here in America, have no bridegrooms, having no bridegrooms. All right. The men are going to be out at water. Yes, a draft is coming. All right. You look at this war, it's going to be men doing these things, man. Esau going to make you go join his army. He's going to put an M16 in your hand, give you about 6-7 weeks of basic training, and he's going to send your ass to motherfucking Valley of Jehoshaphat. He's going to send your ass to the Middle East. Go send your ass to Russia somewhere, man. Okay? Send you to a city where you ain't never been, where you ain't never thought of going. Teach you how to jump out a fucking plane, use your parachute, and you're going to fall into a city like this. And fall into a motherfucking city like this. As soon as you run out your MREs, then you're going to be dying. Soldier, America don't take care of their soldiers. Going to drop you off somewhere, and you're going to be starving to death. The guys in your platoon going to knock you off. The weakest man in the platoon knock your ass off and eat your ass, man. All right, that was going on in World War II, man. When they sending the guys to them POW camps, with POW camps, with them Japanese and dudes was eating each other. They resorted to cannibalism, man. All right, this is what happened during war. War is hell. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Because in the wars, the bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. See, you're going to go to war and die of famine. They're going to cut off the supply lines, man. Hey, and this is beautiful, man. This is what's going to happen to our enemies. Hey, how beautiful it is. 9 things I have saw, and 10 is one of my greatest joys, for a man to see the fall of his enemy. Okay? The war machine is going to be spread thin. They're going to be sending y'all, everybody not just going to go to the Valley of Jehoshaphat. They're going to be sending you everywhere you need help. Everywhere the war machine needs help. Okay? They're just going to be sending you all throughout the earth to get killed. All right? Because the Lord not going to be with you. Anybody that's in the military right now, you're dead. You better go AWOL if you got some sense. If you're in the military and you come across these videos, you better go AWOL, because ultimately you end up fighting against Yahweh Shema Shai and the heavenly host, man. All right? And that's going to be a flawless victory against your ass. If you're in the military right now, put in your walking papers, man. Put in your 2-week notice, or go AWOL, or do something to make them think you're a Section 8. Okay? Because you're going to die in World War III. You're going to World War III. And to you people that's not even in the military, a draft is coming, and they're going to make you go. Okay? These are the times we're living in. Beautiful times. We're living in the time of war. Okay? This is Isaiah, the 13th chapter. This is Isaiah, the 13th chapter. I'm going to start at the 6th verse, and it reads, "How ye," all right, how means crying. You know how a guy is, you walk in and you see your mama, she done died, you love your mama. That be that hard cry. It don't be just no cry like you stump your foot on a wall or something. That shit hurts, but that we talking about that cry that comes from your nuts, from your guts. Oh Lord, oh, The Lord say, how, motherfucker? How ye? For the day of the Lord is at hand. Okay? That hard cry. When men cry. When men cry, you know, men normally don't cry. When you see a man sobbing, you know it's serious. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. And this is what the Lord going to do. He's going to show you are puny humans. All right? The Lord going to bring your pride to naught, man. Got a lot of prideful motherfuckers around this bitch, man. The Lord going to bring you down low. He going to bring that pride down low. He going to humble you niggas in this motherfucker, man. Okay? And it reads, therefore shall all hands be faint. All right? The Lord is going to humble you. He's going to, everybody, all these tough guys, the Lord going to make you faint. You're going to be as women. He's going to weaken your hands. Y'all going to see shit you never thought you saw. He's going to make soldiers cry like women. Soldiers have seen a lot of blood and guts on the battlefield. But this war is going to make all hands faint. The Lord is going to bring so much havoc on the planet Earth. Everybody's going to be scared. And every man's heart shall melt, all right? All that courage that men have, all that valiance, you know, men are supposed to be valiant warriors, all that's going to be crushed, all right? Because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord. And they shall be afraid. Pain, sorrow shall take hold of them, and they shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another, and their faces shall be as flames. All right, and the reason that's going to be, they're going to be in a war-torn place like this with bombs and missiles going off. All right? Roadside bombs going off. Fucking Apache helicopters shooting the missiles at them, man. Look, if you're in a place like that, man, you ain't going to be because the way Esau fight war, you can have skills, and your skills really don't help you with the way he fight war with shooting missiles and shit. Like in the ancient world, shit, one man could probably take down 20 if he was just, you know, a ninjutsu warrior with high level skills, you know. But in the way Esau fight war, all right, it don't matter how skilled you are. He shoot a bomb and a bazooka in your direction, you're done. All right, the men are gonna be terrified, holding their loins. They're gonna be as women. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. This is a desolate land. Look at that land. That's desolate, man. That's a desolate fucking land. No life could survive there. No life could survive there. A few insects, maybe. All right? No life could survive in an area like that. Okay? With smoke, death, decomposing bodies, toxins, gas lines blowing up. All right? No clean water. All right? Nah, that's a desolate place, man. Both the day of the Lord coming cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. He shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. The other nations sin because of how they deal with the Lord's elect. Okay? That's what make them sinners. Dealing ill with the Lord's elect. And 2/3 of our people are sinners for transgressing the law and choosing the ways of the heathen. All right? So this is why the Lord is bringing these calamities on the planet Earth, man. Okay? And he's going to be merciless to everybody that doesn't have that mark of exemption. Everybody that don't have that white stone, the Lord is going to be merciless to them. Okay? And he sent his servants out there to give you warning. I don't want to desire you men take heed. You few women take heed. Oh, and the Lord going to stick it to you women. You women, y'all going to get it the worst, you so-called black women. Y'all deserve it. Hey, you one individual that us brothers are going to laugh at y'all calamities. We're going to laugh at you black women calamities. Because y'all are out of hand. Y'all out of pocket. Ain't nothing nobody can say to you. Nobody can intellectualize with you. Nobody can give you sound judgment, good advice. When you give a so-called black woman good advice or tell her, you know, pull up to try to help her, that bitch say you're hating on her, man. Okay? Oh, you hating on me. Look, love, you shouldn't be dressing like that. The way you dress and the way a prostitute on a stroll dress is no different. Men are not going to respect you if you carry yourself in a such manner. Hey, that's good advice. That's somebody that's keeping it real with you. That bitch going to say you hating on her. All right? Bitches like that, the Lord, we can't wait, man. I can't wait. I can't stand you black bitches. I can't wait till the Lord roll y'all out. I mean, if the shoe fit, wear it. All right? If the glove don't fit, let it quit. But to you women, you prideful, arrogant, disrespectful to the man. Women think you equal to a man and think you got the authority to tell a man what to do. The Lord is going to destroy you women utterly. You're going to be as the mire of the streets, man. It is written, okay? This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18. And look, the Lord spoke all of these calamities through different prophets, man. You could go from book to book, and the brothers were rocking according to one spirit, and they were saying the same things, man. Okay? The Lord revealed these visions, gave these men these visions. These men saw these things. They didn't know what they were seeing. But these men were in the ancient world looking at these things that was going on in modern times. And they did a beautiful job writing these things down, man. Okay? And these brothers are back in the flesh right now. And now they fully understand a lot of the things that they wrote and that they saw. Okay? This is Amos 5 and 18. Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. To what is it for you? All right? And that's why you got to make sure you're in the Lord's good grace, man. You got to make sure you have sound doctrine, because you got a lot of Israelites out here that say they want the day of the Lord, but they teaching things they ought not teach. All right? They're going off to the right or to the left. The Lord say don't go off on one jot or one tittle. So if you teaching something that's erroneous, that is contrary to what he taught, what is the day of the Lord going to do to you, man? All right? The Lord say all false prophets will get swift destruction in the book of Peter, man. Okay? So, hey, the Lord has seen you strong delusion where you'll believe a lie, and all these calamities will fall on your ass, man. Got a lot of that going on. Woe to you to desire the day of the Lord, and what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. And look at that. This is darkness what you're looking at on this video. All right? This is darkness. This is not light. It don't look fun. It ain't no fun and games. Everybody out here think it's fun and games till shit get real. All right? These doomsday prepper got a saying called shit and hit the fan. This is shit hitting the fan. All right? The cities are going to be one of the worst places you could be. And here in America, the cities are the most populated places that most of the Americans dwell. All right? And this is what's going to happen to them. All right? And the day of the Lord is not just going to be one day when the Lord hits the scene and come crack the clouds. Nah, it's going to be Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. All right? It's going to be a little season, okay? Now, when he comes, the day of the Lord is ultimately when he comes and delivers his elect and destroy America. But all of this civil unrest and tribulation, all right, all that's the day of the Lord too, okay? And how are you going to fare in that motherfucker? All right? As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. Look at all this destruction and calamities on his ambient. All right? You run from one calamity, you're going to run into another calamity. All right? You flee a militia group trying to kill you. You run around the corner, then you bump into some UN soldiers. They wet your ass up, man. Okay? You get away from the UN soldiers, then it got some sexual deviants going around in packs looking for people to grape. They think it's a game, boy. The Lord don't play. As a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned on the hand of the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? Yes. All right? The kingdom of heaven is going to be ushered in with the war of wars. All right, our Lord in Matthew the 24th chapter say, if he didn't intervene, no flesh would be saved. All right, look at this fucking video, man. It don't look like no flesh would be alive in a place like that, man. All right? Our Lord said, if he didn't intervene, no flesh. So that goes past humans. All right? Fish is flesh. Bear animals is flesh. All right? So this war is going to be so great. It's going to be nuclear, all right? And we all know that you get wormwood radiation when nuclear war, pocket nuke stuff go out, all right? The air gets toxic. No one can survive in a situation like that, all right? That's why only the people that's going to come out unscathed is the elites, because the Lord is going to save a remnant of them to go into slavery, to build up the kingdom of heaven so they can have children, so they could be slaves and build up our kingdom, and they're elect. All right. And the 2/3 that do get away, like say they're in another part of the earth. All right. The Lord is going to take us, according to Ezekiel the 20th chapter. He's going to take all us together, bring us together, and bring us under that rod, man. All right. And the people that are not right, he's going to say, bring them hither and slay them before me, man. Okay. So you got to make sure you have this doctrine of life and live according to it. Make sure your hands clean. All right. So when the Lord make these things come to pass, man, you want to be able to go through it, man. And he say, tell you, job well done, my good and faithful servant. All right. Even though some of us brothers are not going to get through this. All right. You're going to have men of the Lord that's going to perish. All right. You're going to have men of the Lord that's going to get caught, taken to concentration camps. Some of these devils, you know, the Lord might put in your life that you might have to give up the ultimate sacrifice, like Peter did, like Paul did, like our great king did, like the men of old did. Isaiah was killed, man. All right, history tells it. All right, the men of the Lord were killed. John the Baptist was beheaded. Paul was beheaded. Peter was hung upside down. Thomas was hit with a javelin, man. All right, history tells it. Okay? I think that was Andrew. He was stabbed in his heart. Don't quote me on it. Okay? But those are honorable deaths. All right? If us brothers have to go, we want to go off on our shield doing what's right. We don't want to die a dishonorable death. All right? If we got to go, the Lord is going to give us the strength to go through it, man. That sting of death ain't going to be shit. All right? It's going to be a lighter fiction compared to what the Lord is going to have in store for us. All right? If we have to give up that ultimate sacrifice. Okay? All right? This is Jeremiah. I'm with it. I don't give a fuck. I just want the kingdom to be ushered in, man. I just want the kingdom to be ushered in. I want to be in that righteous number. I'll be a keeper of the door. That was an office at the temple, man. I'll be a keeper of the door as long as I'm connected. All right? It's Jeremiah 30, 5 and 5. For thus saith Yahweh Shema Shai, we heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. All right? This is what's about to happen everywhere on the planet Earth. There will be no peace nowhere on the planet Earth. All right? The only peaceful habitations would be where the Lord is comforting his men and those that are joined to his men. All right? There's going to be no peace nowhere in America for anybody that's subscribed to the American philosophies. All right? All right? The Lord is going to have demons vexing people. Like what happened in ancient Egypt, man. People are going to be hallucinating, seeing apparitions. All right? He's going to have spirits that the Lord is going to unleash just to vex people, even if there ain't no killing going on where they are. All right? That's these people's judgment. Okay? For the Lord said, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. And ye know, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. How does a man travail with child? Because when a woman has a child, she's in great pain. So the Lord said he's going to bring so much fear and dread. Men are going to be in great pain like they having a child. That's how fearful they're going to be. They're going to be fretting in that motherfucker. The Lord told the men of the Lord, don't fret because of the workers of iniquity. But the workers of iniquity, they're going to be fretting around that motherfucker. They're going to be fear. They're going to be as women. All right? Where do I see every man with his hands on his loins? Oh, Lord, help. They're going to call on the Lord in that day. All right? They're going to want to know the name of Yahweh Shema Shai in that day. All right? But according to Proverbs, the 1st chapter, he said, I would not listen. 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter, he said that you loathed my law when repentance and salvation was extended to you. You loathed it. All right? You rejected it. My people perish for lack of knowledge. And then you keep reading that scripture, it says because they have rejected knowledge. Okay? So, hey, when you start crying like a little bitch, all right, the men of the Lord are going to laugh at your calamities. There ain't nobody coming to help. What in the book of Jeremiah, the 11th chapter, the Lord say, don't pray for these people. So don't lament for them. All right? We're commanded to laugh at you when you're in dire stress, dire straits. Okay? We don't want to be in those dire straits. That's why we do what we do, man. All right? Actually now, Salakia for that. Actually now, and see whether a man do travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins? All right? These men are going to be scared. All right? Like you said on Boys in the Hood. When Rick went to cop, he said Rick was a shivering bitch. As a woman in travail, and all faces are turning to paleness, all right? When people are scared, like on the horror movies, you'll have a person turn pale and the hair on their head turn white, you know, and they get freaked out. Some people get so scared they get scared to death. That's what's going to happen in these coming days. Alas, for that day is great. And what's great about that day is going to be great death, great calamities, great atrocities, great famines. All right? Everything that's great is going to be bad, with the exception of how the Lord deal with his elect men. Okay? All right? Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. All right? There's no time in history that's going to equate to what's about to happen in these last days. And this final hour, we're past the last day in this final hour. All right? This is going to be the war of wars, man. Every nation, every continent going to feel it. Every island is going to feel it. All right? Because this day is great. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. All right? You so-called Negroes, Native Americans, the people of Hispanic descent, y'all about to learn what the true meaning of hell is. All right? And the elect men of us, we still going to go through it, you know. I don't want righteous out, we're in that righteous number. You know, us hopeful elect members, we're going to go through it, but we got to have enough faith. That's why the book of Jude say get built up on your most holy faith so we can get through this thing, man. All right? I'm not going to be over righteous. We're going to see some shit we never see. All right? The only thing that's going to keep us stabilized is the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right? We're going to get scared. We're going to see some shit that's going to fuck us our heads up. But the spirit is what's going to strengthen us. The Lord say, my strength is made perfect in our weakness, all right? Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved of it. And the elect is going to be saved out of it, all right? The elect is going to go through it. So that just does away with that 7-year tribulation lie that these Christians teach, all right? That our great king going to make second or 2 or 3 comings to the planet Earth. That lie was started by a devil by the name of John Darby. All right, he's the father of dispensationalism. All right, he said the Lord gave him the permission to say that shit. All right, teach that lie. All right, but you Christians are gonna find out y'all gonna go through that tribulation. All right, it's gonna cleave to your fucking bones, and you're not gonna come out of it. All right, you're gonna be utterly destroyed in it. Okay. For it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke off from thy neck and will burst our bonds, and the stranger shall no more serve themselves to him. And that's why we're so happy. That's why we say, call halal Yahweh Shema Shai for these end days, man. And we see these prophecies jumping out the book. We know our salvation is nigh. All right? It's upon us. It's here. Okay? We just got to hold. We have the victory. We just got to hold tight. You gotta hold that bull by the horns and don't let it go. I think when you riding a bull, you gotta be on that motherfucker 8 seconds. You gotta hold that motherfucker and don't let him go. In Sirach, the 2nd chapter, it says that. It says when you get this truth, you have to cleave to it. We just gotta hold on, man. Hold on. It's gonna be a bumpy ride too. All right, this is Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. All right, and you looking at this could be just a video from a civil fucking war. Malicious groups against the government. All right, UN soldiers coming in to make peace, and then they blowing shit up. Okay, all type, man. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong in these coming days. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. This is what's gonna happen to them cities. They're gonna be laid waste. They're gonna be laid waste. Everything America did to the countries that they go to, because when you look at a Libya video, a picture, Libya, Gaddafi had that motherfucker looking nice. Then you look at a post-Libya video when Barack faggot ass got through with that bitch looked like this. All right? That same thing for what America has done to others is about to happen to her. So her cities are going to look like this, all right? She's going to reap what she's sown, all right? The Lord is going to expose her and burn her with fire, okay? That whore that sits on the red dragon, all right? She's about to get exposed, and a train ran on her ass, man. She deserved it. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, all right? That American pride, the Lord is about to bring it down low. These Americans are proud. We got so much shit. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with us. And they say that in Revelation 13 chapter. Who shall make war with the beast? That's how Americans think. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with us. We got the biggest and best army, the best military. Nobody gonna fuck with us. Okay. Okay. Gog and Magog, they respectfully disagree with you. And Russians, they got your number according to prophecy. Prophecy is on their side. Okay. And it reads, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. So the Lord is going to crush that pride here in America. Because the Lord is written in another place. I think that's the book of Jeremiah. He called this place most proud. He said, this place is the most proud. Okay. In fact, let me find that scripture. I think it's in Jeremiah 50. All right. That's the Lord. Yup. Jeremiah 50 and 31. The Lord said, this is what the Lord said about this motherfucker. Behold, I'm against thee, O thou most proud. The Lord called America the most proud place on the planet Earth. Jeremiah 50 and 51 is talking about America. He said, behold, I'm against thee, O thou most proud. This is the most proud, foul country on the planet Earth. And the Lord resists the proud. Okay? Saith the Lord of hosts, for the day has come that I will visit thee. And we're up on that day. We're in that day. Okay? The Lord resists the proud. That's why he say he's going to bring their spirit down low. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. See, he's going to bring their spirit down, that prideful spirit down low. Okay? And I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits, to the wizards. All right? They're going to go try to dabble back in their left-hand magic that was working for them. But they're going to lose their mojo. See, wizards, warlocks, and witches, they mojo, that little left-hand magic worked for them for a season till the Lord cut it off. All right, they're going to be trying to go back and work their mojo. Isaiah the 47th chapter touches on that and what they've been doing from their youth, and it's not going to work. Them demons going to turn on them. Them demons that was working for them, all right, just like NATO and the EU is going to turn on America. Those foul spirits that was working for America, they're going to turn on them, okay? And the Egyptians I will give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. All right. And that's what's going to happen when America turns into a totalitarian society governed by draconian laws. All right. Probably beat Donald Trump. And they roll out this new world order, this new system. All right. This government is going to be cruel to the inhabitants that dwell here. All right. When these draconian laws are rolled out, you cross the street, you know, what they call it, jaywalking. They might put you to death for that. You say a scripture out of the Bible, that'll definitely be something punishable by death. All right, they're gonna outlaw the Bible in the coming days too. Okay, you say anything about the government is gonna be something punishable by death. Okay, just little things that you call a misdemeanor right now with this regime and this society, when they roll out this new world order and roll out these new laws, okay, you're gonna see how cruel the so-called white man is. And the Egyptians I will give into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith Yahweh, the power of hosts, the Lord of hosts. Okay? And that cruel Lord is going to usher in World War III, and this is how the city is going to look, man. All right? Shit about to be fucked up in this bitch, man. And we can't wait. All right? These are beautiful times we're living in. But, all right, you don't put the carriage ahead of the horses. We have to do what we have to do. We have to seek the Lord while he may be found. We got to make sure we have clean hands. All right, we got to make sure we're in his good grace. All right, seek him while he may be found. Tend to the brotherhood. Stay locked in. Don't be yoked with these unbelievers. All right, come out here and prophesy. Do as commanded of you. And you got to be begging the Lord day in and day out for mercy. Beg the Lord for mercy and beg him for more faith, man. Okay? Because we're going to be in this shit. Look at this shit. We're going to be in this shit, man. We're going to be in this shit. That's some shit right there. All right? And we want the Lord to be with us. So with that, I don't want to Ratazah. This is edifying to the hearers. I want to get infinite honest to my Heavenly Father, my great King, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Harakakadash, double honest to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, and salutation to my fellow laborers in the Mashiach Yahushai, pushing the beloved true cross of four wings. Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, blah, blah, blah.